if you guys seen the brand new John Wick film, like I have, and I gotta say, it is a worth a movie. It is definitely the one of the best films I have seen for a long time now, and it's really worth it. It's a good contender of the John Wick franchise, and I just like wow. I don't know, in my own opinion, it's hard to say. My own strive. It has been really really good, and in my own opinion, before we do begin the review, let's do talk about these a little bit of the synopsis of this. So, with the price of his head ever increasing, legendary hitman John Wick takes his fight against the high table global, and he seeks out most powerful players in the underworld from the New York City, Paris, and Japan and Berlin. So wow. I just seriously I gotta say this movie is really, really, really damn good. And this is gonna be a spoiler review, guys. So if you have not seen the film, step out. Also, before I do begin with the plot lines and everything, I like to mention there is a post-credit scene. There is. Usually, John Wick movies don't have a post-credit scene. I think some do. It just depends. Like I said, there's a post-credit scene. You do not miss it. Wait until the end of the credits is rolling, it's finished, and you will see a post-credit scene that is shown to you. Maybe I'll post the post-credit scene with the review and say, you know what, I'll do. So let's do talk about the John Wick, and wow, so far it's doing really well. I mean, it's doing a lot. I mean, it's doing really, really well. It's making a good rating, good hit, and I got this. Before I do begin the plot, first of all, in my theater, in the Indian theater we just went to, it is censored. Not it's not well. There's some scenes that are actually censored with the f bombs, or some are censored, and a lot of them are not censored. And the blood is not conveniently not there. It is there. You see blood and shot wounds in the head, but you don't see like full blood exploding to tears of blood. You don't see that bullshit. It's not. It's not even there. It's not even there. But it's censored. It sucks. It's censored. But I have. I'm probably gonna rewatch it again, the uncensored version. When I get the time, I'm gonna rewatch it by streaming the uncensoredly. But let's watch it. The one I just watched right now that is censored. But it's still, even though it's censored, it is still a great film. You're definitely gonna enjoy it. It's still fun. It still has a great story, great plot, great story. It's really, really well done, and how they took care of uh, there is a Reddick that passed away recently. They did a really good job of making it much more better for him. And how I don't know how they did it, but they did a really good job. So interesting thing how they did it. But let's go with the plot line. I'll tell you what my thought is at the very end. Okay. And the New York City John Wick prepares to exact his revenge against the High Table while hiding underground with the Brownie King. If you did see the third film, uh, he was hiding after that, and he was there. If you have watched the recap, you would know that John Wick was actually there with Brownie King. Now he travels to Marco, Marco, and kills the Elder. Yeah, that's when the shit goes around. When you kill the Elder, shit goes around after that bullshit. If you kill an Elder, it's like, oh yeah, you are gone after that. You're a goner after that crap. That sucks. Let's continue. And the only individual above the high table, which causes New York City Continental Hotel manager Winston Scott and his concierge Sharon to be summoned to a Marquise Vincent of Gourmont, the senior member of the high table. Dr. Gourmont chastises Winston for his failure to assassinate John. As punishment, D. Gourmont strips Winston of his duties as manager and his Continental destroyed, and executes Sharon, as was sad to see. Really sad to see him getting the shot. Oh god damn, that really made me sad though. Really, really sad. And D. Gourmet travels Paris and enlisting Kane as the blind, retired high table assassin, old friend of John, with to kill him, threatening the murder of Kane's daughter otherwise. Before I do explain this, I gotta say, watching Kane in the film was such a badass. He is super damn cool. He's like ding 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 with the damn cane. Oh shit, he was cool. I gotta say, every single character in this film, awesome, awesome, awesome. Everybody had their own time and effort and everything. It's damn cool. But my top favorite guys is Kane. I love Kane. I love Keanu, but I like Kane. Kane was one a guy I really really liked. He's such a badass. He's so cool. I liked him. But I did like Keanu Reeves, so it's awesome. This movie's awesome. But yes, we do continue. Murdering Kane, otherwise. John takes refuge at Osaka Continental, run by his friend Shizumu Koji. Uh, if you think about the guy, he's the guy who played Scorpion in the Mortal Kombat movie, the live action version of Mortal Kombat. So I mean, the Japanese, I forget his real name though, but he he does play as him though. If you recognize him, you know who I'm talking about. Yeah. Where I was. Okay, I think it was the Gorman assassins led by hand by Chidi, whatever his name is, arriving the Kane to kill John. Araka, Arika, whatever her name is, Kinjo's daughter, Hoto Congrage, orders the hotel evacuated to joins her father. John and the I say tools, supposed to be a hotel. John and his hotel staff fighting off the high tables. Assassins leading Arika being wounded. In escaping, John fights off the other wave of assassin, followed by Kane, and they are interrupted by Mr. Nobody. That's a weird name to call somebody Nobody. That's a very unique name. Hello, Nobody. If you go on the street, his name is Nobody. Um, Hello, Nobody. It's kind of sad though to call someone named Nobody. I don't know. I don't know when the right man family called a kid Nobody. That's a pretty bad way to call a kid though. At their age, and when he grows up, his name is Nobody. That is pretty sad though. Maybe that's his nickname. Who knows? We don't know his real name, but we know the name he has is Nobody. And a tracker pursuing John Wick for a contract. Who lets John go after deciding the contract wanted to be insufficient? Yeah, he wants to be a little more higher. There's some scenes I like, but this one really, really well done. I'll tell you more in a moment. Araka also escapes by King kills Koji. That's John's friend, actually. John returns to New York City and meets with the vengeful Winston and Choron's gravesite. Well, Winston suggests that John's challenge D. Gorman to do a duel, as a winning will free him from his obligation to his high table. Peer of the table tradition, John can only request a duel on behalf of his crime and family. Seeing his previous severed ties, the Rosaka Roma. I think that's. I don't know what that was. Maybe his sister? No, I think it's a church. I don't know what that is. John travels there to headquarters of Berlin. He rejoins the syndicate. He adopts his sister, well, mostly his sister, John Wick's sister actually, Katana. John Wick has a sister named Katana. That's pretty dope. Katana wins. Agrees to bring back John in the exchange of killing Killaga. I think the guy with the German, he looks German, I guess, but his face looks, he's big and all. He has a golden 3 teeth in his, he has 3 teeth like this. Yeah, he has 3 teeth. He doesn't die though. He takes some time for him to come back. He takes like 3 times. He gets hit, brutally gets hit, then He really gets a hit again, and something happens afterwards. I'll tell you more. And German high table senior who was murdered her father. John finds and kills Kelaga at his nightclub. John then formally challenges Gourmand through Winston with the request of New York City rebuild his. Yeah, mostly. Before I do continue on that one, he does get brutally killed after the golden teeth dude, and he does that actually. The final battle definitely brutally John Wick brutally punches him into oblivion. Boom, 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 and well, not oblivion. He did that, but after that, he kicks him down. He breaks his neck on the it's a building and falls down and hits the stairs and he completely is dead. That sucks. He's dead. And he punches his face brutally and punches his teeth to remove, and he removes his one of his teeth for a proving that he killed the leader of a small leader of the high table, actually, a big table, the high whatever leader, and yeah. After Caliga, they had to get the teeth from John Wick had to remove the teeth from Caliga, or whatever his name is, Keeliga, whatever his real name is actually. All right. Really restate his manager should John win. The Paris of John, in Paris of John, in the Paris John would be the Gourmand decide to permits their duel. The meeting of Margaret of Heimburg and tables mercenary D. Gourmand nominates as a recruit of Kane to fight in place. Guy doesn't want. That sucks. If he's a man, I like the boss. The evil villain is pretty evil, but if he wants to fight, he's doing it on his own. But it makes sense why he did what he doesn't want to do shit. But he's crazy. He's crazy. Yeah. A duel is take place following sunrise. I think that is a. That's actually a real place actually. Okay, they saw sunrise at Sikura Kura. I don't know what the name is. Oh, wait, it's SACRE. It's a weird slash, and a COEUR. It's in Paris. Sikira Kura, whatever the name is called. I just call it the Sikira Kura di Monetaria. It's like a church or a whatever it's called. Oh, let me see what this is. Oh, it's an architecture, Paul Hitty, some Roman Catholic, okay, something about Catholic stuff. It might be a church. It's a church, yes. And Hamburg informs John to bolt, and he eventually will be executed should fail to appear in the time. The brewing king arrives and Paris gives John a weapon, a new ballistic suit. Yeah, ballistic should work pretty well actually. The government attempts preventing John Wick from arriving the duel, placing 26 million on bounty on him. John finds a herd of assassins on his way, Sekiro Dukura, including Mr. Nobody, who is promised $40 million for killing John, but stops hunting John after he saves Nobody's dog. That was pretty cool, actually. That part I really liked because, think about it this way. If you watch the first film, you know that John Wick actually went on a rampage when somebody actually killed his dog. Literally, he killed mostly everyone in the kind of like the high table, whatever that is. He murdered a lot of people. That's like with that particular thing, and that's the reason why he didn't want someone else to lose a dog. So mostly he saved the dog. Makes sense. That was a pretty interesting thing he did. It's pretty cute. Kind of sad. Kind of like I'm happy John actually saved the dog. Nobody's dog. It was really cool. I liked it. Really cute and adorable. I think John actually is saddened to lose someone. He was sad to see someone to lose a dog ever. So he tried to help him. That's pretty cool. Really cool. Yeah, and by killing by no cheetah. The cheetah is the weird big buff buff dude in die. He comes back each time he punches the crap out of him. He doesn't come back. He comes back alive multiple times. Kane aids John fighting the way up the stairs leading to the security cura. Chidi nearly kills John, but is killed by no Mr. Nobody. John Kane nearly reaches the summit at the time of duel, armed with a dueling pistol. Both are wounded, waiting to personally execute John. D. Gorman swaps places with the Kane final round, but John, who had not yet fired the gun yet, yeah, this part was funny. Not yet found the gun yet. John actually puts the gun behind it. It's already loaded. The gun is already loaded. And the other guy, the evil dude, he's about to shoot, but he didn't shoot yet. He takes the gun out, boom, shoots him in the head. He definitely died. That was funny. So, yeah, then he's dead. Then what a what a dude. Yeah. Fire and shoots and kills him. And the Heimberg grants Kane and John their freedom, and High Table reinstates Winston's position, and John reflects over his marriage of his life and before collapsing the stairs in front of the church. And sometime later, Winston and Bowery King bid farewell to John, having artistically buried him from next to his late wife Helen. We get to see the wife this time around, how she looks like, because in the other John Wick films, you never know how she really looks like actually until now. That's surprising. We get to see how she looks like briefly. You do see how she looks like briefly though. That's kind of interesting. We know how she looks like and all. That's kind of interesting how they showed that. Really, really cool. Really, really cool. I really like that a lot. And there's the post-credit, folks. Post-credit scene. Do not miss it. I recommend watching the post-credit scene. It's a very, very end, because if you do go out and miss the post-credit scene, it's a really interesting scene you don't want to miss. I'll tell you what it is actually, but if you have not seen it yet, I'll show it to you by the video if I do find one actually. The post-credit scene, King comes home to reunite with his daughter, but is approached by the vengeful Akira. That is the daughter of Koji. Should be right here somewhere. Yeah, the daughter of Koji. So that's the daughter of Koji. So it actually stops there. So we don't know if King does die or not, or if he blocked the attack. It just abruptly ends. We don't know what happens next. So we just have to wait and see in John Wick Chapter 5. But doing so, we do know that John Wick is probably dead in this. And so in the John Wick 4, so well, we do see him buried, but we don't know if he's actually dead. He might be unconscious. We just know that he's unconscious, but we don't know if he's actually dead. So who knows? He might be alive. He might be dead. We still do not know. Maybe it's a surprise. Maybe he will come back to life in one shape or form in his 5th installment. Because he is buried though. He does say the beloved husband. It does say that in his crypt, in his grave name. But who knows? He might be still alive or not. But he fell unconscious. He did get a lot of blood wounds and he did lose a lot of blood and all. But he was still unconscious. Who knows? He could be unconscious. He could possibly still be alive. It's 50-50. Who knows? So it just, like I said, it cuts off after that. They might actually take him to the hospital on time. It saved him, maybe. Who knows? I think you probably will know until when the 5th one comes out and see if he survived or not. You know what I mean? I'll be surprised. Oh, I survived somehow. But and if he didn't survive, you probably get a good send off for him because he's finally free from the High Table and he doesn't have to worry about coming back doing all these crazy things all over again. So he's actually finally free from the High Table. No longer in a land, in a world that is full of corruption, healing crap. He's finally free of all these miscreant gangs and fighting and all the bullshit. He doesn't like all that stuff. He was actually supposed to jump out of it, but he was got pushed in multiple times in the franchise. He wanted to get out. He was pushed back in, but he's finally free from all this craziness. So maybe he'll come back to life in John Wick Chapter 5, and we'll probably see that if he's alive and doing something. We don't know what's going to happen next with that. Or it might be just going off with the Aruka, whatever his name is, and the Kane with the story. We don't know what the story is going to be from after John Wick Chapter 5. It might continue on John Wick, or it might continue with Aruka, or whatever it might be, or Kane, or whatever the plot is going to be, the next movie is going to be. But as of right now, that's all I know for the post-credit scene, like I showed you before. The king comes to see his daughter for the first time, for a long time actually. Now Aruka comes in, gets the knife. She's pissed because he's the one who actually killed Koji, the father of Aruka. So, yeah, he does die, but she's really pissed. She takes a knife, and if you don't see, he's actually dead. Still, he can't see, but like I said, Kane is such a badass, cool ass character, and he probably would have deflected that for sure. I think he probably would have deflected it, or something, or whatever. Like he might get it. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I know for a fact he might have deflected that attack for sure. I guess, but like I said, Kane, awesome character. I liked him. He was cool. A lot of good. I felt like there's a lot of interesting things I really liked about this movie. Great story. Great. All the actors are phenomenal. Keanu Reeves is amazing. I loved Kane. I liked every single character. Everybody I really liked. Everyone's fantastic. Let's see. Lance Reddick. He was cool. Yeah, I liked Lance Reddick. He was awesome. Donnie Yen as Kane he was amazing on there. Keanu John Wick is still amazing in there. And Bill Securda plays as played. Dang it. Yeah, I just called him Gourmand. Plays the evil villain. I mean, the villain wise, he was cool. I liked him. He was an interesting villain. He was super crazy though. Give me that. Crazy. Agent Kate Dillon. Yeah. I mean, Rena plays Araka. She's also a pretty cool character. I also liked her too. She was a pretty interesting character. Pretty cool. Wow. She's pretty. Pretty. And Lance Reddick is played by Sharon. He's amazing in this. It sucks he did die though, because the original actor did pass away actually just recently, so they had to find a way to send him off in a different way. Different way. So it's gonna sucks he did die though. It's terrible. But they did it in a way that's a little bit different, so it's pretty cool. Kind of sad. And Winston, amazing. Played by Lan. Let's see, Sean, I don't know pronounce his name, Winston. And Hiruka Saito places. Yeah, the Japanese name is hard to say though. Shinmuzu, something like that. Named Koji. Lawrence Fishburne plays Barry King. Yeah, Marco Zizza plays shitty. That's the crazy bull dude. He doesn't get killed. He gets killed. He gets hit so much multiple times, but he doesn't die until later on. He's crazy. He's a big, huge hunk of ballistic gel or something. or Rock or whatever that is. He's crazy, man. He's crazy. But yeah, I mean, all the cast members. Is, like the movie in this is like almost like 2 hours and 49 minutes long, plus the post credit scene. It's actually not all long, but still, it's pretty cool. I mean, the post credit scene is amazing. If we do find the post credit scene, I'll put it up in the video too as well. You know, see if you guys, if you have not seen the post credit scene, I'll find one and post it here if I can. If I do find one, we'll see how it works. But yeah, I mean, this movie is definitely worth the watch. If you have not seen the John Wick 4, definitely will recommend seeing this for sure. It's really, really good, exciting, fun, a lot of action packed. But if you do find the chance to watch the actual version, not the censored version, I had to watch the censored version, so whatever. So I'm gonna rewatch this again. I already seen it, so whatever. I'm gonna watch the uncensored version of the movie. I already know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna watch the uncensored version, see what's the difference between uncensored and uncensored. But we know with the uncensored, it's gonna be a lot of blood and gore. Normally, it should be like that. It gives you much more experience. But it's fine. It's censored. It doesn't bother me. But I still had fun with watching the film. I mean, it doesn't deter me from watching an uncensored film and non-censored. So it gives you both experiences, but still, it's still a good film no matter what it is. If it's uncensored or non-censored film, that doesn't bother me. But it's a great movie. Hell yeah, it's worth it for sure. It's if you're a John Wick fan for sure, well definitely will like the franchise. It's one, two. I think one I did like. I really enjoyed, and John Wick Chapter 2 was my top two favorites afterwards. John Wick 3 was decent, and I mean, good, but John Wick 4 actually blew me away afterwards. Awesome. The ending was fantastic, ending was phenomenal, super well done, well crafted, good cinematography, good editing. Everything was really good. Everything was literally beautiful. All the action packed. It's action. It doesn't stop. It's fully action, fully loaded action. It's crazy. It's so much craziness of action. If you want to go to the bathroom once, you can't because it's interesting and you can't go once to the bathroom. So if you guys go see this movie, go to the bathroom first, then watch the film because you will not be able to move out of your plate if you want to watch this film because it's gonna be full of action, full of John Wick epicness and fineness and craziness. So you don't want to miss anything. So go to the bathroom first, then watch the film because it's better for you to experience it fully instead of going to the bathroom and missing the entire thing. You know what I mean? So yeah, so watch the entire thing. I think you will not regret it for sure. You definitely will like it. It's a really, really good film. So for me, I'd probably give it like a definitely like probably a 10 for me. Definitely it's a really good one, a good contender for me, in my opinion. Definitely a 10. I really enjoyed it. So the first one is probably like a hard to say. The first one's like an 8. The first one's like an 8. And the second one is probably like a 9. And third one's probably like an 8 or something. And the fourth one is probably like a 10. So that's my rating for the entire film for John Wick 1, 2, and 3 and 4. That's my rating for all the John Wick stuff. So it's pretty interesting rating. So for me, I probably just give like that interesting rating. So I do like all of them, but I have to pick and choose in my own thing. They're all good. They're all good in many, many ways. They're both good in many ways. But yes, guys, have a great. Like as if you are interested, I did do a poll and my. Sorry about that. I did a poll actually, so that's a poll already in my community thing. Take a look at it and see if you have seen the movie already. So compare the ones you have seen before and pick one. See which is your top favorite one. Is one, is it two, is it three, or is it four? I haven't added at five because it doesn't exist yet. But 1, 2, 3, 4. Pick one that is your favorite, and tell me which one you like the most. Comment and say what's your favorite film that you really like the most. Well, let me know actually. So, like definitely guys said, guys, this movie definitely deserves a 10 and also worth a watch as a contender. Mostly me and my brother actually watched it. We both loved it. So, the next movie we're probably gonna see is probably the Super Mario movie that's coming in April. That's coming in like April 7th, I guess. April 7th or 6th, I think we do see. So Super Mario Bro. It's called Super Mario Bros. Yeah, it comes on April 7th actually. So that, I mean, that's gonna be really interesting to watch. So yeah, they actually when I went to the theater, they actually had like a weird, not weird, but a cool little the Mario boxes. You know, the question marks. You like hit like get cool little prizes with. There were like four of them. Awesome. I should have recorded them, but oh well. I took a picture of them, but I should have recorded them. It doesn't matter. But it's still cool though. But yeah, I mean, awesome, pretty cool. So I probably will review that probably on when a movie does come out. Actually, probably a couple weeks or so. I guess it should be coming out like not this weekend. I think probably like next weekend it should be coming out. So not this weekend though. Currently this week, I think it should be coming out next weekend. Or Super Mario Bros. Will be coming out. So I'll probably watch that when it comes out for sure in theaters. I think it should be good for 3D. That's probably gonna be good for 3D because it's Super Mario, and I think it could be good for 3D. My own opinion, but I do not know. It could be good for 3D or it could be good for 2D. But mostly, Avatar is only going to be always amazing for 3D, no matter what. But I'm not sure about Super Mario Brothers, but it could be good for 3D. It could be. It's 50-50. I don't know. I'll find out and watch and find out. If they do have a 3D one version, I'm definitely going to watch it for 3D. So as of right now, guys, thanks for watching this review for John Wick Chapter 4. I'll do more reviews of any more other movies that's really interesting for me to watch. So guys, if I do have the post credit scene, I'll do find it and post it for you if you have not seen it before. Upload it for you guys, okay? So have a great night, guys. Have a great Sunday as always, and yeah, have a great night, guys. Bye bye.